let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you...
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
What we got?
On second down, Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Patterson. It's caught, Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch. Sam off. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
60 yards. It's going to be a long day. Hey, lock it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready? Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
2nd and 4. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successful.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the toss, here's Johnson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Caught by Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. Into the secondary again. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
Here we go.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Third and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jared Davis. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, it's Johnson. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
18 Gator. Watch the run. Go. Topper. Ready.
To throw on third down, Patterson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let's go, baby. Hey, Alpha. Let's make these babies drop. Go.
2nd and 2.
Let's make these babies drop.
Completes it to Aguilar. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Eckler. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. 90 Wolf. I got you, boy. Single. Hey, but
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Pilot, 64, weak. get it.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. 54. Go. Hey, watch. Go.
Throwing on first down. Patterson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the ground, this is Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Box drop.
From the gun, Patterson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Got it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not...
Touchdown, Detroit! Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 3. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got Evans. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hey, wahoo! 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Rock it. Now.
They'll set up a throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, boy. Ready?
Looking to throw. And this is caught by Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic.
Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
61, matchbox, right. Check. You're out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And
there he goes left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 77 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
43
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, over.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't know no better.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42.
90 Wolf.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Check, check. Look at me. Go, go. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw. Patterson. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we get it.
2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leo.
On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Johnson, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Ten Lobo. Rock it.
It's Eckler again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Switch. Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it. Kill. Get it.
They give to Johnson going right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you.
Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big run there by Johnson. 44 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 50. Play. No chance. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Go. Hey, watch that. Check out.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Patterson, he's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want.